nobody told me what I know now, what I teach, that you also got to create systems, processes, and structure so you don't burn out and go crazy. So I was working, my friend, 24/7.
Welcome to the Dream Home Podcast, the show where real estate meets real talk. Hosted by John Nagle, a seasoned expert with over $7 billion in real estate financing experience. This podcast features top realtors, builders, and financial pros. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we've got the tools to help you make smarter moves. Here's your host, John Nagle.
Welcome back to another episode of the Dream Home Podcast, where we bring you the people, strategies, and programs that help buyers, sellers, and real estate pros without the chaos. I'm your host, John Nagle with CMG Home Loans. Today's episode is for realtors, especially if you've ever thought, I'm working nonstop, so why isn't my income scaling? Because my guest has built seven-figure results and then taught other agents how to do it with systems, energy, and execution without burning out. My guest today is Coach Vanda Martin, real estate coach, speaker, and author of The Art of High Energy. Vanda immigrated from Brazil with basically a few $100s, improved her English while working as a personal trainer, continued her business education at UCLA, and then jumped into real estate and absolutely took off. In her first year, she sold 30 plus homes, became the number one agent in her city and county, ranked top 1% worldwide with Coldwell Banker, and became one of the top 100 agents in California. After years as a seven-figure agent, building and managing a top-producing team, she transitioned into coaching full-time, helping agents build productive, predictable, scalable businesses while protecting their health, energy, and joy. Vanda's coaching is known for a holistic approach, mindset, plus systems, plus skills, plus strategy, and she's helped create multiple millionaires along the way. Vanda, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here to talk to you, John, and it's a pleasure to participate and bring some value and energy to this wonderful audience.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this today. So, Vanda, let's start with your superpower. If an agent is listening and they're thinking, okay, why Vanda? Why do people follow you? What would you say your coaching edge is?
I appreciate that. Well, I have many edges. I have many superpowers. So let me share here with you. I help real estate agents to double, triple, 5x, even 10x the production, the business, build a predictable, profitable, and enjoyable business while they still have a life, vitality with energy and joy and fulfillment. So I actually, to be very simple and direct, I make my clients, anybody that I touch, rich and happy. That's what I like to say, because you don't want to be rich in real estate and be miserable, right, John? You want to be rich and happy, have time off, have joy, have fun. And in the beginning, I didn't have that, John. And but I found out the right method, the right formula. So we can talk more about that. But that's what I do with a lot of love, passion, and energy. Can you tell?
Yes. Well, the rich and happy is definitely the right combination to strive towards. And you're known for this idea that success isn't just tactics, it's energy. That's literally your book. When you say high energy, what do you mean? Because some people hear that and think it's just hype.
Yes. I love that. And by the way, it's so nice to be here. I appreciate you inviting me over because this conversation right now is so relevant, right? Agents need that. It's a whole holistic approach. Of course, you need to have the systems, right? If you don't have the systems, you go broke. And many times agents are broke in terms of money, not because they are broke in terms of person. Nobody's broke, but the systems they have is broken. So you need systems, you need structure, you need definitely high-level skills, standards. But we also know, the right strategies, but we also know that if you don't have energy, John, vital energy, focused energy, it's not like, I'm happy all over the place. We're not talking about unfocused, scattered energy. We talk about someone who have a optimistic mindset and an energy that is focused, directed to bring value. So it's all about using the right energy and using the right strategy with the high level skills. Because I can tell you this, and I've been doing this for a long time, John. If you go to business, build a business, but all you do is check the boxes, put, I'm doing this and just busy, and try to work, but you don't have the right energy. You're not optimistic. You don't have consistency. So that's what I'm talking about. Energy is an emotion. Emotion is energy. So it's using energy in a way that builds your business, builds your vitality and your strength to run this business. So it's about focus. When I talk about energy, it's having the right energy and emotions, right? Focus, consistency, persistence, your ability to never give up, having not only persistency, but grit, getting up when necessary. So it's a combination, I knew, it's funny, I just did a reel because I knew I was going to talk to you. And I know a lot of people, I've been in many podcasts, and a lot of people ask me this, hey, Vanda, what are the difference between the average salesperson and the elite? Right? The best, the top. And my reel that's going to go soon on my podcast, on my platforms, is this. There are many differences between the average or the ones that trying to break into the system and grow. There are many reasons, many differences, level of energy, skill set, and also how advanced are those skills, structure. Do they have structure? What the habits look like? What the morning routine look like? And then, of course, standards, because if you don't have a standard, everything seems like an opportunity and your life becomes miserable. And strategy. But one thing is system. And I was saying on my video is the average agent, John, hope that the market works for them. The elite have the energy, have the structure and the standard, work on the energy mindset all the time, but they also build and implement systems that make this business, that make the success inevitable. Makes sense?
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful formula to make it inevitable with those.
Inevitable, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm glad you said that, because many people ask it, hey, Vanda, how can you be successful for so long? How can you build the energy for so long? Isn't it true?
Yes.
Systems, my friend. Systems of, and systems, everything, like a strategy is everything that you do, like a formula, right? Like a recipe. And many people think that real estate is very difficult and hard. I think it's challenging. I believe it's challenging. And by the way, I want to clarify here, because thank you for telling everybody my trajectory of success. But I got to tell you, in the beginning, it was not that pretty, John. Can I share with you?
Absolutely.
And in the beginning, it's not that pretty. And I believe it would help someone, inspire someone. So when I got in real estate officially full-time in 1999, I had 2 kids under 5.5 years old, 2 kids, my mother that lived with me. And I was poor. My husband at the time, I was married. We live in a rental, 1,400 square feet, 1,300 square feet, actually, with my 2 kids and my mom. We didn't have a lot of money. So everything I did in the beginning was sweat equity. See, I believe in education completely. I'm a former basketball player, so I believe in coaching. So when I decided to go in real estate, I bought 3 books. And I started reading, and because I didn't want to waste time, money, and energy, I started reading. And the book said, do open houses. Go talk to people. You got to build your database, meet people. So I started doing that. So immediately, because I was in a new market, a new city, we just had moved there. I moved there with a 10-month-old baby, and I realized I was pregnant. So, now it's 4 years later, I'm going real estate. So I didn't know any better, but the books told me some things to do, and I started doing it. And as you can tell, I have energy and good disposition. So I said, okay, let me do open houses. Let me go meet people, go to network events. Let me drop some flyers, because it's what they're telling to do. And I did actually not bad at all. First year, 32 homes. Second year in the business, 32. The second year, 62 homes. But you know what I didn't have, John?
What?
A life.
Uh-huh.
See, nobody told me what I know now, what I teach, that you also got to create systems, processes, and structure so you don't burn out and go crazy. So I was working, my friend, 24/7. I remember, John, I went 3 months without a day off. I was killing myself. Going home Saturday night after show homes, open house. Even though I had a listing or maybe I had a sale, but I was crying, exhausted. And then finally one day, and I tell my friends out there, finally one day I was waiting for some buyers on a Saturday morning. I remember like yesterday, so clear. I wanted to go to the karate tournament that my kids were having. They're little. They have that karate tournament. I put them in karate 4 years old, 3, 4 years old. And they're right now, they're like 5.5. And I couldn't be there because I have been working with this couple for 3 months, buyers. And finally, the day before, we had saw a home that they said, we like it. We want to make an offer. So I'm like, Saturday morning, okay, write an offer, help these people along and move them along after 3 months of working, or go to the karate tournament with my kids. I'm like, I really want to be there for my kids. I got to help these people. I got to move them along. It's been too long. So I went to my office, John, 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Even though I want to be with my kids, I went there and I waited. They don't show up. I'm waiting for them. And then I'm sitting in my cubicle. I still had a cubicle at the time, even though I was already selling good amount of homes, waiting for an office. I'm sitting in my cubicle, and that doesn't stop me, and nothing. So I called them, and I left the ring, and went to voicemail. And I said, hi, guys, this is Vanda here. Hey, I'm here in the office. Remember, we set a time to meet this morning so we can write an offer for you guys. So are you guys coming? I'm here. Thank you. Bye. Click. I go to the bathroom. When I come back, my light is blinking on the phone, on the office. I was at my first office, called a banker. And then I listened to the voicemail, and I couldn't believe it. It said this: thank you so much, Vanda. You're such a wonderful lady. It's been a pleasure working with you. Yesterday after we met, we went to an open house. We found a home that we really like it. So we made an offer. Thank you. We don't need your help anymore. John, I thought, what? I couldn't believe it. I put my face down. You guess what I did? I cried. I was so upset. I was upset. I was sad. I was angry. I was pissed off. I was sad. Finally, I got up and I said, this is it. Bullshit. Excuse my English. I said, it can't be this hard. I can't be making money and be miserable. I can't be making money and not having a life and not spending time with my kids, anxiety mode, stressed out, feeling guilty, blaming myself. So I said, this is it. I'm going to become a listing machine. So that was 2.5 years in the business. I'm going to become a listing agent. I'm going to have the buyers come to me. I'm going to control the inventory. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And it hit me. I remind myself, I'm a former athlete, basketball player. I need a coach. So my friend, 1991, I hired my first coach. And I was very fortunate that he was a good coach because, there's good, bad, ugly, right, out there. He was a good coach. And then that's when I realized I was selling homes out of energy, passion, enthusiasm, but I didn't have systems, processes, and structure. So that was hard. At the time, I had one TC. So I immediately put systems in place, process in place. And here's the transformation, my friend. I went from 62 to 85 transaction the year after, to 115, to 130. But here's the beauty. Sunday off, Saturday mostly by appointment. And my business grew, and I had the life. I made my money. I bought a home in Lake Tahoe for vacation here in California. I went there for 1 weekend every month. So then I realized, and I fell in love with coaching as I built the team because I was selling so many homes. I just say this to inspire you guys. My best week, I sold 12 homes. So I was doing so well, and I wanted to keep doing well, having my life, participating, playing basketball at the gym with the guys. And I said, I have to clone myself. So I built a team, and my team was so good, and I coached them, I trained them, I mentored them, and we became the best in the whole area, top 100 California. I fell in love with coaching. I'm telling you the whole story. I fell in love with coaching, and I said to myself, someday, very soon, I'm going to coach because I don't want anybody else to suffer like I did, because there is an order to this madness, my friend. People don't have to suffer. If they suffer and they don't know the right mindset, structure, strategies, and they don't have the right skills and systems. So here I am. That's what
It's a tremendous story. I love that, and it's so true that there are people that work hard, right? And even have energy, but if they don't follow the right systems and have the right, skill sets, then they're not going to be successful. And to top that off, the story about you missing the karate match, right? On the Saturday, and having the clients not show up and decide, oh, sorry, we're not going to work with you anymore because we made an offer on this house yesterday after talking to you. It just tells you how important it is that you do have to block time for yourself, because you're just going to get tired of the whole process if you can't also enjoy your life with your family.
Yeah, and after putting the systems in place and have small stuff, so if you guys are curious, I was selling over 130 homes per year, and I had a transaction coordinator, an assistant / listing coordinator, and only in the beginning. And then I hired 2 other real estate agents to work with me because I wanted to travel. I want to go to my land, my first country, Brazil. I'm also American. I love life. I wanted to travel. So, and also I believe in giving back. So it was me, 2 other agents, 2 on the staff, and then we grew so well. I had another part-time agent to kind of anatomy to float, and everybody was cross-trained. Everybody helped. I inspired them. It was a beautiful thing. And you might be asking, why in the world are you coaching? Like I said, I fell in love with coaching, and I tell you this, John, I had a fabulous time. I'm here to tell you, I tell you with a lot of respect, with a lot of love, for all of you guys who say, well, I don't want to sell a lot of homes because I want to have a life. I'm telling you, if you don't have a life, it has nothing to do with the amount of homes you have. Because I know people that sell 1 a month, 2 months, and they are scattered around going crazy with no life, no joy, no fun. And I had more joy, more time off, more fun, more quality of time with my family and vacation, selling 18, 20 homes a month with systems, processes, the right people, the right mindset. Then when I sell in 2, 3 a month with no strategies and systems and process. So it is a formula, and you can have both. And that is the thing, that is the thing that many people out there, they think that is the quantity. Now, the difference between selling 1 a week to 3 a week is it's just you improve a little more your resilience, because real estate can be very challenging, and improve your mindset, and then the systems will scale. If you have systems that work, it's easy to scale. If it's complicated, you don't have systems, then you can scale and be productive. Isn't it true?
Yes. And, the fact that you're coaching, before you were impacting hundreds of families a year, right? In doing the business for your own account. But now you're impacting the lives of those real estate agents that are also impacting the lives of hundreds of people a year. So now you're impacting thousands of lives instead of just hundreds. So it's a very rewarding feeling, I'm sure, when you bring these real estate agents and improve their production and give them a life back.
Oh, it's wonderful. And then you give back, you pay forward, right? Some of the agents that are coaching trained for many years on my team, nowadays they're top producers, they're also leaders. Some of them are even coaching. You build leaders, right? That's the beautiful effect of that, that's the compound effect of giving forward. For example, right now I have so many clients doing well. And even during COVID, of course, many people succeed during the COVID because of the perfect storm, remember? Low interest rate, the millennials going back in the market, and people want to move. They're so tired to be locked out and because of COVID. But remember when the market changed, the interest rate more than double. And then later, we had the change on the way of doing business. Now every buyer, for you, before you show a home, you have to have an agreement. I've been doing buyer's agreements since 2003. I've been teaching my people to do that. So it's really important for us, leaders like you, to bring the right word out there, the right message. Because I tell you, can I tell you something? I'm really sick and tired of this grinding psychology, that this celebration of the struggle out there. I know we have some hustling to do, right? You got to hustle to lead generate, to lead follow up, to be present, even sometimes when you don't feel so good. There's some work to do that. But if you are grinding, suffering, money, no money, abundance, famine, miserable anxiety, no predictability, not profitable, not enjoying your life, completely anxiety mode, you're not doing the right way. Because look at my client. I just coach one-on-one right now. His name is Stephen Butler. He's from New York, lives in San Francisco, California. Stephen came to me. He had a very low production year. I believe he was doing 230,000 when he came to me for coaching. I hope you don't mind me sharing the story.
No.
He needed to upgrade mindset, more optimism, more consistency, more focus, also more grit, because his business can really take you down if you don't have mental toughness. So we improved his mindset, put systems in place, and got some help as well. He did last year in 2024, close to 800,000, 700, close to 800,000. Guess where he is right now? He's on track to do 1.4 million in gross commission.
Oh my goodness.
1.4 million in this market. It's only March. He is selling and listing per week a lot. I have people right now listing 3-4 weeks. So again, it's not magical. Do you have the right approach? Do you have the right perspective? How is your energy? How is your skill set? Your standard, and I love this. Can you tell? I just love what we do. And we got to stop this suffering, these people that you got to grind. No, darling. Make the money. Let's have fun with the process. Let's enjoy the process. Yeah, you got to work hard, but you got to work smart. And that's what I do. I want to help them to work smart with joy, energy, not suffering and waking up in the morning lost. Oh, no more. Would you agree?
Yeah, I love that story. And that leads us into our next question here is, agents ask this everywhere. What's the real difference between a 6-figure agent and a 7-figure agent?
Great question. I love that. And I get this question all the time, right? There are many differences. Number one is someone who's doing $1 million plus in gross commission. They treat this business as a business, not as a hobby. Let me explain. The 6-figure agent, for lack of maturity, for lack of business training, for lack of mindset, they do this as a hobby. They don't track the numbers. They don't pay attention what's working, doesn't work. They're doing what I did before. They're selling out of love, energy, enthusiasm. There's no systems in place. There's no processes in place. And they want to do everything by themselves. And the agents who are already at the level, they treat this business as a business. That is, they have goals. They have a daily plan. Here's my daily plan. And here's my morning routine. It's here when I nurture my database. I do my follow-up. I set appointment. They have a very strong mindset on building revenue. At the same time, they provide the best customer experience and customer service. So it is a business-oriented mindset, and they implement the systems. They work on the craft. They improve the system. They see, like I do that. I did that when I was selling, and I learned the right strategy. I learned the right systems. I learned how to think. I had 30 minutes a week just to review and reevaluate my business. What's working? What's not working? How many appointments I set this week? How many are converted? How many leads I have? Who's hot? Who's warm? Who's cold? So you look at your business. Our business is wonderful, actually. It's so excited. I always tell my clients, numbers are diamonds. Once you understand the numbers, you can improve them. And I could review my numbers once a week. And I said, okay, what's working? Who's my next hire? Who's my next fire? So I had a schedule for everything. Here's when I lead generate, follow up. Here's when I coach my team. Here's when I solve problems. Here's when I have appointments. So the average and the 6-figure agent, they just try to do everything by themselves. There's no an order. The 7-figure agent like me, they use the 80-20 principle, right? They spend 80% of the day in lead generation, lead follow-up, going to presentation, buy a presentation, sell a presentation, show homes, negotiating, and 20% service in the business, right? Hire, training, checking the numbers, looking at the marketing, improving the branding. But the other agents, the ones that are earning 100,000 or less, they are upside down. They spend 80% of the day doing the minutia, doing the minor activities that doesn't build revenue, that doesn't build the brand, that doesn't position them as the best one. So they're upside down. They are, going to Canva. And it's so sad, John. Can I tell you what's really sad? Because nowadays you can hire a VA for $6, $7 to do the minutia for you. So you can do the major things, go for networking to meet people, take a great prospect for coffee, call your database, do a video on social media. It's so many things you can do right now. I believe it would be so much easier for me now with social media, supporting the database, the way you can explode everywhere with insights, with knowledge and power, than when I was in 1999. So again, they have systems in place. They don't rely on motivation. They have process. They have a good team. They outsource. They run a business as a business. Does it make sense? Does this answer the question?
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of leads us into the next question here. If an agent says, I want 7 figures, but my income is inconsistent and my days feel scattered, what is your first fix?
First of all, I love the question. My first fix is stop, breathe, take a look inside. Because that's the thing, it's about the mindset and the thinking. You can't fix, manage, or improve what you don't know. So why are you being scattered all the way around? Why are you just being inconsistent? Because if you have inconsistent action, you're going to have inconsistent revenue, inconsistent peace of mind, inconsistent freedom, inconsistent money. So first of all, look at you, and then let's get solid. Here's what I really want. Set your goals. Clear, specific, how many homes you're going to sell per month. What does that mean in GCI per month? I like month. I like bring it here, get you excited, passionate. You should know your yearly goals. But yeah, here's how many homes I'm going to sell per month. 3 homes per month. And that means my GCI is going to be $45,000 per month. That means my volume is going to be so many millions per month. Now, with that, I have my 3 major goals. Okay, now I have to have 2 goals that will help me to generate the business. Okay, so how many appointments do I need to have per week to sell 3 homes? Well, it takes me about 30 conversations, maybe 27 conversations on my skill level to set 1 appointment. So if I want to sell 3 homes, right, I have to have conversations to set 1 appointment. And it takes me about 3 appointments to set a home. So you do the reverse engineering. You see, it's numbers. It's numbers. How many conversations you need to set an appointment? Therefore, how many appointments you need after you set appointments to sell 1 home? My client, Jonathan Chi, who just came back from a trip to Asia because he's doing so well. He takes a lot of time off too because a team helps him and he's outsourced. His conversion level from appointment to signature is 2.5. That means every 2.5 appointments that he had, he sells a home. Of course, people come from here mostly from his database, right? Past clients, sphere of influence, they come half sold. He also gets sales from open house and agent to agent referral and networking. But my point is, if you know every 2.5 appointments you set a home, boy, let's set a lot of appointments. So the question is, how many appointments now? How many conversations do you have to set an appointment? I know it sounds confusing, but let me give an example. The average agent, that's the study I heard, the average agent talked to 40 people to set 1 appointment. That's the average, low skills. That means there's a lot of open house, right? Go to networking event, 40, that is the average to low level. 40 agents set up, 40 conversations to 1 appointment. Then about 6 appointments to sell 1 home. Now, as you improve your skills, your ratio gets better, just like basketball. So like Devin came to me, he was there, 25 years old in Hawaii, selling 7 homes per year, and earning only $59,000. Low-level skills, no structure, no systems in place, not focused mindset, and low confidence. Right away, I sat down and you need to upgrade your skills so you can convert more. I took him from 40 conversations to one appointment and 7 appointments to one signature. To every 12 conversation, he set one appointment. He was doing open house, calling expired, networking. So every 12 conversations on the phone and text, he set one appointment. Every 3 appointments, he sold a home.
Wow.
So I took him from $59,000 per year to over $1 million per year gross commission. In Hawaii, he just built a gym that people can climb, those mountains. You can climb the gym. So again, look at yourself. What do I need to do to do $1 million? Okay, how many homes does that take? Well, it take for me to get $1 million, 3 homes a month. Okay, what's stopping me from getting there? How is my skill set? How is my system? Can I convert? Do I know how to set appointments? See, you gotta first understand yourself, look what you want, why you want it, what's stopping you from getting that. And that's what I do, by the way. I do this whole investigation. We go deep because you can't improve what you don't know. Most agents don't even know what they don't know. Isn't it true?
Yeah, absolutely.
So once we know, okay, we have a problem in Houston, we have low skills. If you have low skills, you're not going to convert. If you can convert for a listing, you don't get signatures often. You don't get a buyer's agreement often. You don't set appointment often because your conversion is so poor because you don't know how to build rapport. You can't connect really well. Oh my goodness. You don't know how to handle objection, overcome objection. You never close. How are you going to get paid? So this is what we teach. What is stopping you? If it's a level of skills, or you don't have a structure, or you're so overwhelmed, you don't outsource. So then also I know what you want, my darling, why you want it, what's stopping you from getting there. I upgrade your mindset, release all the limitation, all the bullshit you're telling yourself, and then we put systems in place. This is what you do, and I have everything. And I say this with love. I'm not trying to get clients or anything. I just want to share with you that it's possible and that is an order to the madness. Here, I teach them. So once we improve the mindset, clarity, vision, I know exactly what I want, why I want it, what's stopping me. We're going to release those bottlenecks, release those limitations, release those stories in your head. Now let's put the systems in place. Okay, how many resources you should have? Minimum 5. And it's what you want. It's not what I want. I have people that love expires, people that never do expire. Fine. Every lead source is great when you know the systems, the structure, and the mindset. So now the database CIM, repeated referral, everybody has to do it because otherwise you're crazy, right? So now you put the system. Okay, here, let me give an example. Some of my clients, they do like database CIM, open house, online lead, social media, network, business to business, agent to agent referral. Bam. And then I'll give the system. This is what you do. 5 steps for the database. Here's what you do for online leads. And I taught them all that my clients do well. And some people do experience, some people do for sale by owner. So whatever you do, now you systematize the approach and you do it consistently, success becomes inevitable. Now it's just you regulating your energy, regulating your emotion so you can do more. Are you following me, John?
Absolutely.
Because, so you're going to have bad days. Every business. John, I love real estate. Can you tell?
Yes, I can.
I love it. I love the hunt for the appointment. I love the conversion and listing presentation. Oh my God, the negotiation for the house, it gave me the biggest high. So much dopamine, adrenaline, oxytocin. I love it. But I also love coaching and see people transform. But here's the thing. It is systematic. It's organized. The systems and the mindset, and you keep improving and you improve. So it's possible. I sold home during the 9/11. I sold home in the buyer's market, neutral market, seller's market, and I always grew. But unfortunately, the agents out there, they think I depend on the market. I depend on interest rate. And they are busy, being busy, doing things that make no difference. I ask people all the time, I do what I teach, right? So I connect to my clients, I connect to my tribe. I have several groups on Facebook that I just bring value every day. I have a group called The Waters of Real Estate with over 2,500 agents. And I just give value. I just give it back, pay forward. And sometimes I connect to them because I want to give them love, attention, and also who needs my help. So I say, how are you? How is business? You know what many things they say, John? Many times they say, I'm busy. You don't know my answer? I go, great. Now the question I want to ask you, are you busy, productive, profitable, having fun? Or are you busy, anxious, miserable, and going broke? Because you can be like the rocking chair syndrome, as I call. You can be moving on the rocking chair, but going nowhere, right? And because some of them have the wrong idea, they confuse busy with accomplishment. So, but that's what I do. So again, if you want to grow, take a look at yourself. What do I want? How many homes? Set your goals. Conversations per week, appointments per week, units, GCI, volume. Why do you want that? Because if there's no reason, there's no power, there's no fire, no hunger. If you don't have hunger, it's tough, right? So you gotta be hungry. You gotta be coachable. You gotta have work ethic. You gotta not can be lazy and be worrying $1 million, right? I was doing $1.5 million when I started being a full-time coach at Change Offices. I went from the Central Valley, California to the Silicon Valley. Because you see, that's the beauty. When you have the skills, the knowledge, the experience, even if it's not a lot of experience, when you have the skills, the knowledge, you know the system, so you can scale. You can go to Dubai, you can go to New York, Miami, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and you can win because nobody can take that from you. So you can win. But you have to know what you want, why you want it, and then what's stopping you, and put the systems in place, and now it's implementing. And find help, someone to help you, to show you the easy way, the best way, the fast way to avoid stupid mistake, to avoid, to condense time, right? And also to hold you accountable, because everybody thinks, tell me this, John, true or false? There are many agents go in real estate saying this, I love people. I love seeing homes and showing homes, and I can talk, I'm expressive, and I'm going to do well. And then unfortunately broke, right?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Anyways, I go on and on because I love this, my friend, and I want to give it back. So I hope I'm answering all the questions the best way.
Absolutely. So give us a simple weekly framework. What should a serious agent protect on their calendar no matter what?
That's such a great question. Ask yourself, what are my most important activities that build my revenue? Guys, listen, I love people. Can you tell one person? I love people. I want to make my clients happy. I want to help people. I want to grow my business the best way possible. But this is a business. And if you don't have revenue, if you don't generate income consistently, you will be broke. You're going to have to close the doors. And until we close the doors completely, you're going to have anxiety, up and down, money, no money. So what are the most important things? Block them. So many agents are completely overwhelmed, deflated, defeated because they don't have momentum, because they don't schedule the priorities. So make your daily plan, also know your schedule, as much as you can, strategic. So the daily plan is a living document, right? Life is happening, things happen, your kids get sick, something happened. But your morning routine, if you make your 6:30, or I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So you don't have to wake up so early, but please wake up before 7. Be with the champion groups, be with the winners, right? They wake up at least 6 o'clock. So if you make the time you wake up, let's say 6 o'clock to 10:30, self-care, self-love, rehearse and role play your skill craft so you keep upgrading your skills so you can convert more. And you do lead generation, lead follow-up. I say the sexiest way. Have conversation, set appointment, you never have money problem. And that's what I did. I created a mindset. Nothing is more important for me, nurture my database, giving them value, and set appointments. Because if I set appointments, I can convert, and I always have a full, consistent pipeline. So you, right now, if you are 1 month in the business, 30 years in the business, I coach people 35 years in the business, because sometimes they come to me, they're already earning $500 million. Now they want to earn $1 million doing half of the time. Or they want to do less, or they want to build a team or build a company or have more vacation. So there's all different levels. But all of you have to schedule your priorities. Priority number 1 is build revenue. Because if it's all money, you're going to be miserable in every way. You can't pay your bills. You can't take care of your family. You can't pay tax. You don't have money for marketing. You don't have peace of mind. So first is lead generation, lead follow-up. So some people do 8:30. I started 8:30 with expires. And then I did for sale by own at 9 o'clock. I nurture my database. So do my 5-10 method. Call 5 people in your database, give them love. One insight of the quarter, one insight per quarter, and ask if they have any question. They might have a referral for you. They might want to move and buy or sell, invest, or buy a vacation home, whatever. Call 5 people in your database per day and do 10 texts or follow-up. Now, if you don't have any listing, any sale, why not do 20 texts? Right? So again, you have to know your priorities. So I'm overwhelmed, hiring a VA. So again, what are your priorities? Your priorities go on the schedule, and then you got to stick to it. Stickability is part of the process. If you don't have a morning routine, and that's what you make non-negotiable. For me, John, was non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. I always role play so I can stay sharp, best in communication, know how to present, know how to handle objection, know how to close, know how to build rapport, build connection about it. And then I set appointments. In the beginning, I was setting 1-2 a week, and then I became so good with as you practice, you have a lot of repetition. I was setting 2-3 appointments a day. And then that's how you get to sell a lot of homes, because people love that. They can see your confidence, they can see your passion. So know your priorities. Number 1 is lead generation and follow-up. Have conversations, set appointment, put in a schedule, and then what else project you're doing. So win the morning, win the day. That's what I would do if I were you. Know what you want, why you want to, put your structure in place, and then kick ass every day. Repetition. Did I answer the question, my friend?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to combine the 3 most asked questions agents ask into one, because they're all the same problem. How do I generate leads that don't waste my time, follow up without sounding needy, and get more listings consistently?
Okay, how do I get listing if it's a waste of my time? Okay, first of all, darling, shift your mindset. Okay, don't chase money, don't chase success. Become the most valuable person in the marketplace, and money will pour into your direction. So yes, it is a great question, but I just want to make sure you have the right mindset. Every lead is a prospect until you know the motivation, the timing, the non-negotiable. So every lead, you should elegantly, with skills and grace, ask more. Sellers ask more questions. Tell me about you. What's important? Why are you buying a home? Oh, great. What's important about moving to Nevada? What's in Nevada? Know more than they know. And then help them. Okay, how soon would you like to be there? So again, go there. If you don't want to waste time, become an amazing communicator so you can build connection, build rapport, build trust, and pre-qualify elegantly. And then you know what they want, why they want, how soon they want. If only people say buyers are liars, is because many times the person never even asked the right question, and they assume something, and then they say, oh, he was a liar, well, he's a tire kicker. No, did you, with skill, knowledge, went deep and found everything about the lead. So know the lead if you have a hot buyer or a warm buyer with a cold buyer. So number 1, pre-qualify well with class and elegance. Next, what's the next question that you said? One is not wasting time.
And just getting more listings consistently, which I think you kind of covered up in following up without sounding needy.
Yeah. Well, if it's not someone needy, you see, I'm never going to be needy, and I'll call my database and I text them. You know why? Because I'm not asking, I'm giving. My mindset is of service. I'm not selling. I'm not here for transaction. I'm here to see who I can help today, who I can provide an insight, answer question, and provide value. When you give value, I call my database every quarter, and they got 2 emails of value per week, John. When I call my database, many times we went to voicemail, and sometimes they never call me back. It's okay. And then I'll meet them in the supermarket. They go, Vanda, like I'm my best friend. Thank you. I get your message all the time. I get your email. Thank you. I'm so glad you keep me informed. It's very important. And then I don't hear from them. And then one morning, hey, Vanda, we're moving to Texas. Come sell a home. You see, stop thinking about you and give more, but be specific. So how to get listing? Have the system to generate listings. What are you doing for your database? What you doing on social media? I have steps for everything. So, or you have a coach already given to you. Congratulations. But have systems to generate leads. from the lead sources that you like to work your strengths, and then know how to convert them, know how to pre-qualify, how to present. The superstars, once they're on the phone, they are master. They know how to build reports, mirror match. They know how to handle objection. They know how to go deep with elegance. The clients love it. I didn't have, and I did cold call. I did networking. I did for sale by one. I did expires. I did foreclosure. So again, once you know the skills, you can really quickly eliminate who is looking low. And you can really place, oh, this is a cold lead. She's going to buy after 3 months. Oh, she's a warm lead. She's going to buy between 1 month and 3 months. Oh my God, this person's hot. They want to buy yesterday. Once you know the skills, you know how to pre-qualify, you know who they are. So again, and you sound needy if you only ask. Here's it. You want a pro tip if you guys, please do this for me. Never ask without giving value. If you ask without giving value, you are a problem. Your commission is a problem. Everything about you is a problem, because without value, everything's expensive. My time, I'm going to give you my time. What are you going to give to me? Why should I give you my time? I'm busy. I'm distracted. I have my kids. I have my life. So again, it's because they don't know how to build value, and the people ghost them. But don't be needy. Just give. Provide value. If you come from a place of contribution, mindset of service, and you are providing value, you're never going to sound needy. You only sound needy if you think about you and you only ask, who do you know who's buying a home? Who do you know who give me a referral? Don't go there. Just give, ask, and let them talk. They might say, so funny you called, John. I was thinking about moving to Los Angeles. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about downsizing, upgrading, whatever it is. Isn't it cool? So again, you never sound needy if you give. And if they can see and hear when your voice and your tonality and your passion that you are here to serve, it's not about you. You don't have commission breath. So give, serve, provide, find ways to get listings. I am a listing machine. I make my clients our listing machine. My client, Angel Gordon, she has now 19 homes getting ready to go on the market. She lists about 3-4 a week. So again, there is a method for everything. So did I answer the question? So one is don't be needy. One is getting listing. The other one is don't wasting time.
Yes, you did. And let's stay on that subject of listing, because that's a pain point that I hear constantly. What are 2 or 3 behaviors you see from agents who win listings consistently, even when sellers are cautious and the market feels choppy?
Okay, I appreciate that. Well, the market is always going to change. The market is transitioning, right? That's why you got to study the market. Guys, if you wanna sell a Ferrari, you got to study the Ferrari. You got to test drive the Ferrari. You got to know the Ferrari more than anybody else. My son, who's my CEO, who's one of the best coaches in the world too, and it's so funny. He's always remind our clients when we are doing VIP coaching. He said, remember, guys, we're not selling hot dogs. We're not selling hot dogs. We are selling one of the most expensive and big investment of the human being, right? So we want to make sure that we know how to do this. We know how to get those listings and convert them. So tell me more in detail. What is the question again? I got so excited about the hot dog. I almost lost my frame of mind.
So it's talking about what behaviors do you see from agents who win listings consistently, even when sellers are cautious and the market feels choppy?
Consistency. Guys, many people don't want to hear that. It's not very sexy to talk about discipline. But we got to stop waiting for the mood to feel good, for motivation. Motivation will never make you rich. Motivation is fleeting. So the top producers who consistently win, like me, like many of my clients, and many of the people that I coach and train and love, they work on their consistency muscle. Because it gets boring. It's repetition boredom. But just remember, how many per day, how many people you think a hygienist take a look at people per day? How many times per week a roofer can walk on the roof? So every profession has repetition. But many agents, they don't embrace repetition. They are looking for shiny pennies. They go over here. They do something for 20 days. It doesn't work. No, the elite, the A players, they work, they have a plan, they stick to the plan, and they work consistently. for 7 months until they're like, oh, okay, this is working well. Let me iterate here. Let me change this. You don't change. You don't go out there. You embrace the repetition. You understand that you're going to have repetition boredom. You know what I did, John?
What?
How are we doing on time? We doing good on time?
Yeah.
John, when you get excellent and the business starts flowing and you follow the routine, if you do something repetitively all the time, it gets boring. And actually, look at how I'm dressed. Just look at my dress and my blings, you can tell I'm expressive. So if you ever did the disc profile and understand personality, we all have a different style personality. We have a casual and we have an adapted. I'm expressive. I love to talk, high energy, I'm expressive. Under stress or under business environment, I'm a driver. More to the point, make decisions fast, I don't waste time. So I know that we get bored. And expressive people get bored way more than everybody because they want to be looking for novelty, need for things. But being inconsistent, looking for novelty and changing the plan all the time is not going to make you rich. So many times when I was doing my calls and my texts, I got bored. You know what I did? I gamified. Write this down, guys. Gamify the process. Enjoy the process. Put a little fun. So now in my office, I sometimes did my money time. I call money time, my morning routine, lead generation, lead follow-up. Sometimes I did my money freedom time in the office. Sometimes I did my money freedom time in my home office when I start growing. And by the way, I went from a rental, 1,300 square feet rental, to a mansion at the golf course because that's the beauty of your fruit of your labors, right? But I'm saying this because sometimes, you know what I did? I got my leads, my prospect. I got the 5 or 7 people in my database that I'm going to nurture and love today. I got the name and numbers. I got my headphone. I park my car in front of the ocean or in front of the park. And then I put the music on and I made my calls. Why? To change the environment, to make a different environment, to break the repetition boredom. But if you want to be rich, embrace repetition, build the discipline of consistency, and don't be the average mediocre agent who's waiting to feel motivated, to feel good. You're never going to feel good. You want to be in Hawaii, like my CEO right now in Hawaii vacation, maybe reading a book by the pool, maybe with a Mai Tai. You're never going to feel like it. But if you do the work for 3-4 years, consistent, embrace repetition, you're going to make so much money. You're going to have a beautiful team, and you build that brand. You create such a positioning that now people come to you. John, and I'll finish this until your next question, or if you finish. I'll say this to you. I got to a point, and it was only 3.5 years in the business, 4 years in the business, because I was consistent, and I believe I have a little bit of an edge on many people. It's because I'm a former athlete, and I know the importance of discipline, and I understand doing it, and I'm very hungry. It got to a point that I was getting 2, 3, even 4 come listening per week.
Wow.
So all those homes that I was selling, 20 homes, sometimes more per month, 70% of them came from my database, my open house, and my farm. But they were calling me because I was so consistent in providing the value, the insights, and I created so much credibility, authority that I would get, in a Monday morning, I would get sometimes 2 phone calls like this. Hey, Vanda, my Aunt Mary's moving to blah, blah, blah. I told her nobody but you. Call her, she wants to sell the home. Or, hey, Vanda, we are moving to Hawaii. We are going to retire. Come help us to sell a home and help us to find someone to help us in Hawaii. Do you want to have that many come listen me call? Embrace repetition, improve your mindset, become a master of your craft. So you are amazing with your listening presentation, buy a presentation, and position yourself. Right now, oh my God, with AI is so much easier. Position yourself in the world with so much credibility, authority, consistency that people just flock to you. They just come to you because of emails, because of social media. It's beautiful. It's wonderful there if you have the right approach. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right.
So that's what we do, my friend. I am on a mission, John. I'm on a mission to help to elevate the standard of our industry, I'm on a mission to help all my peeps, all of you guys, to stop suffering and thinking that you have to grind and suffer. No, sweetie, you can have listings, have sales, and still have a life that you love with energy, with vacation, with fun. You can. I had more vacation than most of my clients are having right now. They have 3 vacations per year and they're making a lot of money. You can do it too.
Yes.
And that's my 2 cents for today.
Yes. Well, another most asked question, how do you stop getting ghosted? Leads fill out a form, the agent follows up, and nothing.
It's so funny you say that because I talked to my clients today about that. If you are being ghosted, you will fail in providing enough value and benefits for them to talk to you, meet you, or work with you. Because if there's a need, there's a want, and you come to me and you know how to close the gap, you spoke with me with skills, high level of confidence and certainty, and you showed me through stacking the benefits what you can do for me, how you're going to help me to get what I want, I will talk to you. And that's why I was able to many people in the world to help them to, I had a client that I helped her to sell 1 to 2 for sale by owners per month. Devin was selling three expires, sometimes per week. So all lead sources works if you know what to do. So if they're ghosting you, you then build enough connection, enough value for them to talk to you because they will ghost you. Now, also remember, even if you are following up and they're ghosting you, you have to remember this. It's not personal. People are distracted. People are worried about the war and their business and the job, and people are busy. So it's our job to follow up. Now, the most agents don't know that, John. The stats said the average real estate agents follow up 2 times, maybe rarely 3. But I want to tell you something to give you a lot of clarity here, guys. You ready? Point of conversion happens between 5 to 12 follow-up. So if you follow up once, twice, people are busy, people are distracted, people forget you. People forgot what they had for lunch yesterday. Do you think they're going to remember you? Now, that's when you show up with a lot of strength, confidence you make about them, a lot of swagger. I tell you, if I call an online lead, nobody who never met me, I will immediately have the woman or the guy so curious about who I am that she will talk to me again. Why? Because I will mirror match her energy. I will build so much rapport immensely. I will wow her about what she wants and drop nuggets, what I'm going to do for her. I'll make her feel so amazing, so important, so knowledgeable. I will intrigue her about everything I can do for her that she's going to say, well, how can I do that? And I said, great, that's exactly what we do. I help people just like you, amazing, savvy buyers to get the best house for the best price with less stress and worries. Isn't it that what you want? Why don't we do this? Why don't we set a time to go over your wants and needs? And I can show you not only about this home, but I have a whole bunch coming up. Can you tell I know what I'm doing? Can you tell I can find you the best home? Great, let's start. What's the best for you? Today at 4 or tomorrow at 6 o'clock? See, skills, my darling. So you never ghost. You never be ghost completely. Can I give one more example?
Sure.
Okay, so I coach a superstar in New York, and one-on-one. At one point, he called me, and he said, Coach, he texted me, can you talk to me? My one-on-ones get phone calls. And I said, of course. I said, what's happening? He said, Coach, I was talking to this buyer, by the way, $5 million purchase, and she was referred to me, and we were talking, we were already connecting, and all of a sudden, she ghosted me. I said, how many times did you follow up already? Oh, he said, oh, Coach, I did what you tell me. I email, I text, I call, I let her know I'm here, and I haven't heard anything. I said, sweetie, by the way, John, this is someone that already know you, that already talked to you, that engaged, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like a cold lead or just a prospect from open house. This is someone he's already talking that goes to him. I said, take a deep breath. Many times it has nothing to do with you. I said, this is the key here. I want you to get your phone and you text her this. By the way, this is a beautiful pro tip here for all of you guys. Text this to her. Hey, Joanna, I haven't heard from you. I'm really concerned. Is everything okay? That's it. Because he already follow up. This is not for you who never follow up, guys and girls. I'm talking about if you are talking to someone and they ghost you, even though you're providing that value and everything. You know what she said? She texts like 3 hours later. Oh my God, Tyler, thank you so much. And I'm so sorry I haven't talked to you. We went to Aspen skiing. My father fell and broke his neck. It's been a nightmare. So you don't know what's going on in people's life. So again, number one, if they ghosted you because you failed to provide value, build trust, and they don't see the benefits of meet with you or talk to you, it's on you. Now, there's also a possibility that maybe something happened that has nothing to do with you. So that's why we call fanatic follow-up. But it's not what you do, is how you do it. And John, you asked me in the beginning of this conversation, why someone should listen to you or should do business with you. And I'm saying this with a lot of love and respect, not because I'm asking for the business. Of course, I'm always applying for the business because I know the difference I can make in someone's life. But I'm going to say this to you guys. It's very important. It's very important for you guys just to know that you can get the business by providing and making about them. If you show up and it's always about them, who am I going to help today? Who needs my help today? And you come from a mindset of contribution and support and service, and you keep improving your skills, they will appreciate you. They will, but make sure you understand personality style. You understand that every lead, what is the motivation? Not the what, the why. I want to move to San Diego. That's not my motivation. I want to downsize. That's not my motivation. Why I want to downsize? That's my motivation. What's my pain? What's my dream? I want to move to San Diego. This is what I want. But why I want it? Well, I am retired. I wanted the lifestyle to walk everywhere. I love San Diego, the weather. I wanted the lifestyle. That's why I want it. So if you don't know the motivation, you have no leverage. And then the timing. And then what's important for them and the personality style. So you see, you can do that and be able to provide that. So I promise you, if you provide enough value, show the benefits to meet with you, understand what they are, here's what they are, here's where they want to go. There's a gap. And you're smart, knowledgeable, and savvy enough to show their prospect that it's all about them and you can close the gap to get them what they want. They will listen to you. It might be not today. They might be ready to buy a year from now, but they will be part of your journey. Does this make sense, my friend?
Absolutely.
It's beautiful. Selling is beautiful. Don't you love selling?
Yes, it's terrific. I love it.
Thank you. I hope I answered the questions.
Yeah, and your text was perfect because it's showing that you care. Are you okay? And again, in the circumstance that they were under, that was actually the most appropriate thing you could have reached out to ask, and showing that you care and you want to, help that client. So that was a great example of how to, bring.
I actually have another one about that. My client, Janae, who's a buyer's agent for a team leader that I coach. I coach a lot of teams and companies and brokers. And Janae, during my VIP, or when we do group calls, I have one-on-ones and group calls. She said, Coach, I have a lead for listing. I said, darling, stay with them, keep providing value, keep following up. And then one time during the team call, she said, Coach, they are not responding. I said, keep texting, provide information, keep just saying, hey, we're here, this is happening, and we got this opportunity, we got this window of opportunity. Keep showing up, leave them a message or whatever the way they like, if it's text or call, keep showing up and it'll happen. And then she came to me, she said, Coach, I love you. You're the best. I said, what happened, sweetie? She said, I called and texted them 7 times in a space of 2 weeks. This morning, they called me and they said, Janae, I'm ready to list the home. Come over. We're ready. They never even mentioned. They never respond any text. They never respond any call. And they call me and like nothing happened. And it works 7 times. And she listed the home and she sold the home. So guys, get out of your head. Go in your heart. What's about them? And just stay with them, because some people are going to do business today. Some people are going to do business 3 months from now. Some people are going to do a year from now or 2 years from now. It's to build that machine, right? It's It's beautiful. But you have to have the mindset, the right approach, the skills, the systems, and the structure to make it easy and put some fun into this. Can you tell I have fun doing what I do?
Absolutely.
The music plays, John. There's always music. There's always excitement. I put myself in state. I did this same thing with my clients. When I threw open houses, it was a party. I would put like 20 signs, and my clients would come just because they want a little piece of my energy. And you'd be surprised how many times they say, "Oh my gosh, I like this house. Maybe I should bring my husband." I had one guy like this. She would stop. She stopped. She was gonna go buy bread on the supermarket. She saw my sign for open house, and because she liked my energy, see, you gotta be energized. You gotta be fun. Otherwise, you become repellent, right? So she liked my energy. She stopped to say hello, and then she said, "Oh my God, it's a nice house. I'm gonna take a look." She took a look around the house, and then she said, "Vanda, I wasn't even thinking about moving, but I love this house and I love this location. Can you show me this house at 4:30 after your open house?" I said, "Of course." She said, "I'm gonna call my husband." Guess what, guys? She stopped to say hello to me in my open house on the way to buy bread. 4:30, she came back. I showed her house. We wrote an offer on the house. At 7:30 at night, I listed her home. So that's how energy and the passion, enthusiasm count on top of your skills and your structure and your strategy and your systems. So that works, and gotta have fun. If you don't have fun and energy, you will become boring, annoying. Nobody wants to be around you.
Yeah, that's a great story. So what's the biggest aha moment when you're coaching agents and then they start getting momentum?
I love the question. I call momentum Mr. Mo, John. Mr. Mo. Because you see, I like to make it exciting because it's prospecting. No, it's not prospecting. It's having conversations, setting an appointment. Prospecting is actually you call money time, freedom time, or investment time, whatever it is. So Mr. Mo is momentum. Momentum is the oxygen of business, right? If you are momentum fix massive action, momentum fix 98% of your problem. So what I love is right away they come to me, they're all over the place, right? Like you said, scattered all over the place. I tried this, it doesn't work, I tried that. When they come to me, I give an example of Jonathan Chi. When he came to me, he had a coach for 7 years. 7 years, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but he had a coach 7 years, and he was plateau. He was doing about $240,000 in gross commission per year. 240,000. And I said, "Jonathan, he came to one of my events. I have events in San Diego. He came to one of my events, and I said, darling, I'm going to tell you this with a lot of love and respect. You're so amazing. You're so powerful. You'll be in the same place for a long time. I know that you have a good coach and you like your coach, but you got to be growing. Anyone who has a health business are growing at least 25% a year. If you don't grow, you stuck. Soon you're going to decline." I said, "Come to me, I'm going to help you." So when he came to me, John, immediately we improved the mindset, thinking bigger, open the perspective. So I help them to see the vision because many of them, they stay here, they don't see the possibilities. So immediately I help them to have a bigger vision and see possibilities that, hey, I can double my income and still have a better life. So I help them with the vision, and then we put the process in place. So with Jonathan, we improve the vision, and then we put the morning routine, money time, fun time, build the revenue with consistency, and then we put systems in place. In a month and a half of coaching, he put $138,000 in contract.
Wow.
And he's been in business 18 years. So my point is, I'm not magical, even though I like to think I have magic, like I'm a unicorn. It's not magic. It's having the proper approach with the right mindset, more consistency, right? And then putting the systems and process in place to make it easy and scalable. So he started doing again. So the momentum we see right away is the excitement of the energy that they get when they realize, holy smokes, if Coach V with a broken English, speaking funny, with kids, new town, new area, she can earn 300, 600, 700, a million, 5, and she did it, and she's teaching how I can do it too. So number one is the mindset and perception improve immediately. And then once they get a morning routine, that they can start becoming consistent and they start getting better on the conversion because we elevate skills so they can convert more, right? Oh my God, they see huge progress and it's exciting. Even today, my client Charlene from my VIP, she said, Coach, I'm so excited. She's with me 3 months. Guess how many listings she just got in the last month? 6.
Oh my.
Momentum, baby. Momentum. Momentum will fix 97% of your problem. But momentum comes from high-level skills, consistency, doing the things that moves the needle, and putting the time and energy. So that's why I know you guys might think, my God, this woman is crazy. She sounds like it's easy. I tell you, no, it's not easy. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. It's not easy. It takes time, effort, patience, hard work, and smart work. But it can be simple. And that's what I teach. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And when you make simple, you can scale, you can do it again, you can grow, and life becomes easier because you know what to do. You're predictable. You're not worried what your next transaction is going to come from because you have systems in place to generate the leads. And once you have those appointments, you convert, baby, because you got skills. See, this is the point. It's really know the right approach, the right mindset, skill structure, and standard too, right? You know, some agents don't have a standard. They just try everything. Then what are you willing to accept? What are you willing to do? So I don't want to be broke, my friend. I like Chanel. I was so broke, John. There was time I didn't have money to buy butter in Brazil. I grew up with a poor family. We didn't have television on time for 2.5 years. My mom was a single mother with 5 kids, no television. I grew up with no phone, no cars. I came to America with no English. You said I improved my English. I had no English, no connection, $500 in my pocket. I was a housekeeper, babysitter in the beginning. Then I started working, later got married. And then I got to a point, said $100 a week as a babysitter, $50,000 a week. Which one is better? Right? I'm so grateful for this country. I'm so grateful for high-level skills. I'm so grateful for my coaches. I'm so grateful for people like you that allow me to come here and share my message, my journey, my love, my passion. And I want to make sure you guys leave here today knowing that, first of all, say thank you for John, for bringing here the energy, the passion, and the beautiful wisdom. But I want to leave you here today that you really believe that's possible, believe that you can do it, and believe that you, too, can earn a beautiful amount of money, generate a lot of revenue, build a business that you love or empire that you want. I like empire better. And still have time off with your family, still have fun, still have connections, still have vacation. That's my mission.
That's terrific, Vanda. So let's talk resources because agents are listening and thinking, okay, where do I start? You built coaching as more than just calls. It's an ecosystem. Walk us through your model.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. We have several programs. We have one-on-one programs. So that's what you're asking is exactly how I do it. I have one-on-one coaching. I have a VIP, the group coaching in real estate. I also have a very amazing new program that I started. It's called the Energy Advantage Mastermind. And in that group, I teach everything about how to improve your mindset and energy for anyone. You don't have to be in real estate. You can be a soccer mom, you can be an attorney, you can be a pharmacist. If you're low in energy and you have a lot of limitation in your mindset, there's a group for you. And the reason I started the group is because, John, you can't believe how many people text me and DM me on social media. My mindset stinks. So I need a mindset people. Coach, what do I do for my mindset? So I started it's pretty much free. I just have a tiny little thing that I charge just to help all my people that help to build the group. But my approach is very holistic. I'm a strategist. Yes, you get energy. Yes, you get passion, enthusiasm because emulates, right? Energy is more contagious than COVID. You get that, but I'm here to make you money. I am here to give you strategies to build a business. So we have coaching, content, and community. So the coaching, we do all different kind of coaching, like I said, per week on Zoom Live is with me. You see, if you go to any big company, you don't get the master coach. You get some other coaches, right? But when you come to me, you get me. So I'm completely involved in the process and make you guys rich and happy. So we have coaching, and then we have content. I have several courses that I put together. So when you are my client, you have the courses available for you. So as long as you are with me, like my client Vicky from Las Vegas, she's with me 5 years. So on my VIP group, she's growing immensely, and she has access to my courses. She can use those courses to recruit. So you have coaching through the group or one-on-one, several hours per week. I can tell you anyone who's interested more later. And the content is the courses available for you. One of the courses, Real Estate Unleashed. I sold over 150 of them, John, for $4,000. Wow. 150 of them, and I don't charge them. When you're my client, you have access to it. It's a 5 weeks course. Each week has 5 modules. I teach you how to go from 0 to sell over 100 homes and having a life. So I have a week on mindset, a week on business planning, marketing planning, a week on lead generation, on conversion, a week on the master, on the listing presentation, because I converted 98% of my listing presentation, and I convert a lot of buyers too. So that course you have available for you. The other one is the conversion code you're going to have available for you. So we have 2 courses available for you, and I'm doing a new one right now. And then you have the community. Fabulous community. We have a private Facebook group where all my coaching clients go there, and they can ask me questions 24/7. My CEO coach asks her too. They learn with each other. And in that community, here's the beauty. In the panel, they can steal all my great stuff. I have like a library. Oh, I've been thinking about starting a farm. Here's the system. Here's the first postcard you should send. Here's some letters you should send. So they have the library. So it's fantastic. And I give my heart out. I love it. And they grow and they come back. And it's wonderful. Like you said, we are changing lives. We are improving people, and that's what we do. So thank you for asking that.
No, you're welcome. And what would you say to the agent listening who wants 7 figures but isn't sure they're that person?
So first of all, what do you mean by that?
So in other words, they don't believe that they can earn 7 figures. They don't believe in themselves.
Now, I understood the message, my darling. I understood the message. That's what I would ask the person. If someone comes to me and said, Coach, what do? I don't know if I'm the 7-figure person. I would say, okay, tell me more. What makes you believe that you're now worthy $1 million or plus per year? See, that person has already a paradigm. What is a paradigm? It's a mental recording. It's a belief. Something that is not true, but you repeat it for so long in your head, in your mind, and body, soul, maybe since you're 10 years old or 20, that you now believe is true. So we got to destroy the paradigm. So we got to destroy the limitation, the paradigm, and create a new one. Listen, you don't have to sell 10 homes a month if you don't want to. I have clients that come to me and say, Coach, I just want to sell 2 homes a month, but I want to sell in 3 days, and I want to enjoy and have fun. See, it's all possible. With the right skill, I give an example of one of my clients, Calderon. He came to me, actually, he was in the karate classes of my kids. Remember, guys, I told you my kids were karate. And he always, Louis Calderon, he always say, hey, Vanda, how's the market? Hey, Vanda, how is the market? And he asked me a question about the market. And I talked to him, and I said one time, I said, Louis, you love real estate, and you have such a great personality. Why don't you get your real estate license? Come to me. Oh, my gosh, I'll make you a star. I'll teach you the systems, the mindset, the skills, conversion. I help you with everything. You work with me, and I save your time and energy too. He said, Vanda, I have a great job at such company. Benefits, everything. I don't want to do that. I say, hey, I don't take part-timers. But because I can tell you are go-get-it and you're hungry, ambitious, and I like you a lot, we are friends here with the kids and all, come to me. So he came to me, Louis Calderon. He worked with me for 5 years. John, I got him to sell 19 homes per year, part-time. He worked evening and weekends. Wow. So again, you don't have to sell, it's what you want. My whole approach is about what you want. Right away, what you want, why you want it. your why, your hunger, who you want to make proud, and why stopping you. Now, if you have a paradigm just because you don't believe in yourself, because you have self-worthy, I'll help you with that. That's why the psychology is so important, and that's the difference. One time a coach came to me, I was working for Tom Ferry. I don't know, you probably have to go. I was working for Tom Ferry. I was one of the top coaches for Tom Ferry for about 8.5 years. You probably guys know who Tom Ferry is. And one of his top coaches, like me, but a speaker came to me and said, Vanda, can I ask you something? I'm very curious. I said, tell me. He said, I go around speaking in all different countries and cities, and I get people complaining about the coaches. Oh, I'm not getting enough accountability. Oh, I'm not getting enough what I want. I'm still not growing. I'm not moving. He goes, but it doesn't happen with your clients. It's the opposite. They come to me and go, oh, I'm so excited. I'm growing, I just sold a home. I just got 3 leases. They all excited. They all energized. It's almost like they're all little mini Vanda. It's even the guys. He goes, what are you doing? You know what I told him? I said, when they come to me, I help them to see the vision, to upgrade the vision so they can see possibilities, so they can know and see that they can do it too, whatever they want. It's about them, but they can do it. There's no limitation, no BS. And then I help them to improve the mindset, improve the structure, upgrade skills, and then we're going to do that. And that's why they see. So again, if you don't see yourself doing something, ask yourself, what is causing that? Can I do that? What is the story I'm telling myself? What is the belief I'm having? So check your belief system and destroy the limitation, and then put your plan together. What do you want? Have someone to help you. Get help, because if you are stuck with some story, some BS, or some crazy thing that you believe is true, anybody can change. Look at me. If I can do it, you can do it. Makes sense, John.
Absolutely. So, Vanda, this was fantastic. And if you're a realtor listening, here's a takeaway in one sentence. Stop winging it, build predictability, protect your energy. If you want to learn more about Coach Vanda Martin and her coaching programs, you can reach out to her at vandamartin.com, and we'll put links in the website in the show notes as well. And if you want a lender partner who helps you with contracts and clean pre-approvals, fast communication, and offer strategy that makes listing agents feel safe, my team at CMG Home Loans is here to help. Thanks for listening to the Dream Home Podcast. If this helps you, share it with one agent who's grinding hard but needs a real system. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Vanda, thank you so much. This has been incredible. I really enjoyed this today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here and be part of your wonderful podcast and share my value and love and passion. So I see you soon. I appreciate all of you guys.
Thanks for listening to the Dream Home Podcast, hosted by John Nagle. Ready to take the next step toward your dream home? Visit www.dreamhomepodcast.com for resources, tips, and expert advice. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe, leave a review, and join us next time for more real estate insights and mortgage tips. Until then, happy home hunting.